engaging the core. One more, hold it out on the plank. All right, bring that left foot forward. Twist the left hand up. Plank. Right foot forward, or right arm up. Keep going here. Your core should feel engaged. One more. Come in that high plank, come in the low plank, tighten the core. Contract those glutes. Feet should not be touching here. Rest the knees down. Tighten the core and pop the knees back up. Knees down. And up. And down. And up. Pull that belly button up and in towards the spine. Rest the knees. Take them up. Rest the knees. Pick them up. Come on down. We're going to go into a side plank. Weights are optional. I'm going to grab a 10. We're going to come into that side plank here. So I'm on my left forearm. My elbow and shoulder are stacked. My legs are stacked. And I'm in one straight line from my feet all the way up to my head. We're going to use the obliques to squeeze and push up. And hold. Five more seconds. Switch sides. Hold it up. Nice tight core. And lower. We're going to switch sides again. You can hold it again, or you can do reps. So I'm going to do some reps here. So we're going to lift it up, lower, up, lower slow, push it up. Last one. We're going to switch sides. Same on the other side here. Squeeze those obliques and up. Down, up. Forward slow. Push it up. Last one. Nice job. All right, we're gonna do a butterfly sit-up here. So with the butterfly sit-up is we're basically gonna have your feet together and your knees coming down, and you're gonna pull up in the middle. Using that core, you're gonna roll it up. On the way down, each vertebrae is gonna hit the mat, so you're not flopping down on the mat. You're tightening to lift you up, and you're lowering with control. Two more. All right, push it over to a mountain climber. Here we go. That knee is going to come up center to the chest. If you can, pick up the pace, keeping the core engaged. Here we go, one more core exercise here. We're going to do a high plank to a toe tap. So my feet are on the edge of my mat. I'm going to pull my hips up towards the ceiling using my core muscles, and I'm going to tap the right toes with the left fingers. And then I'm going to come back into that high plank and switch. Use that core to pull you up. Contract the core and glutes when you're in that plank. Pick up the pace a little bit. Two more. Last one. All right, good job. Now we're gonna go into a lunge. I got some heavier weights here. These lunges are a little bit different in that we're gonna do a dead stop lunge. So what a dead stop lunge means is that we're gonna come back all the way on that back knee. I'm actually shifting my weight into the back knee. Resting for about a second before shifting the weight back into that front leg, pushing up through the heel. And then I'm gonna come down and rest. And then I'm gonna push up through that heel. All right, this is important to keep your toes, your knee centered with the center of your foot, with your second and third toes. I notice I love doing these because a lot of times with kids, you know, you're down playing, you gotta get up. You're down, they want you to pick them up. So this is an awesome exercise that I find helps me keep in mind, engage the core, and we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to do 10. Let's see what we can do here. Go at your own pace. Nice tight core. 2, 3, 4, 8. 2 more. You got a couple more and you go for it. Sometimes these tend to be more challenging because you're not using the momentum to push you back up. Switching legs. Ideally, you want to exhale as you come up. Inhale as you lower. But most important, I just want you breathing. Even better if you can breathe in and out through your nose while doing this. Remember to shift the weight fully onto that front heel before pushing up. Last one. We're going to do another set on the opposite leg. More. All right, I did 11 that time. 11 more on the other leg. Lower with control. One more. Nice. All right. Now we're gonna do a suitcase squat. So these are, weights are coming on the sides of our legs. Feet are about 1 inch apart here. We're going to lower those weights down. And we're going to come up. The core is going to be tight, so you don't want your back arched. You also don't want to round your shoulders forward. So the knees are bending. You're coming as low as you can, and then we're going to push back up. Always try to push through those heels. Here we go. First things, tighten the core. Tighten the glutes. Here we go. Knees are coming down in alignment with the center of the feet. Push it up. 2, 4. 2 more. Last one. All right, come on down. We're going to set those weights down. Hold this position. Stay in that squat as low as you can. I want you to come up on your toes and hold. All right, come up and out of that slow. Good job. All right, we're going to move on to a single leg. Before going back into those, we're going to shift the weight onto our left leg here. Right leg is bent. Just to get it out of the way, we're going to do a single leg squat. So hands on your hips, push through the heels. The focus here is not so much on the weight we're lifting, but on the balance. Also, on that knee. Make sure it's not caving in or coming out. Hands should be on the hips if you can. Only come as low as you can while keeping that balance. If you see that your knee is coming in like this, that's a good sign. You've got some muscle imbalances going on, and that you should foam roll. Most likely, your hip flexors, your lateral thigh, and your adductors. 2, 3 more. Try to keep that knee from caving in. If you do have some knee or ankle things going on, and you notice your knee coming in, it's most likely because something is tight and it's pulling the knee in. It's easy to fix, you just need to know, you need to pinpoint exactly what's going on, and it's a simple fix. 2. Weights on the heel. Come down as far as you can. Two more. Nice job. Keep the core engaged. We'll help with that balancing. All right, back to our suitcase squats. Set those weights up next to your feet. Feet are about an inch apart. Line up the toes here. All right, knees are coming down. And we're going to bring those weights up. And practically shift the top and lower. 2. 3. 4. 6. 7. 10. I'm going to do 2 more. Last one. Set those weights down. Hold it down here. Come up on those toes. We're going to go single leg squats here. Choose a leg. Bend the opposite leg. And come on down. So here we're trying not to bring the knee past the toes, right? We're going to shift the weight back into the heels. Only come as low as you can. Pay attention to that knee. Keep back the core. More. Opposite leg. If you're having trouble here coming up and down while maintaining your balance, just try to balance it here. Focus on the knee, focus on the balance, focus on the core. Exhale. Alright. We're going to do some sumo squat burpees. So what these are, the weights are together, centered with the mat. We're going to come back in that high plank, using the core to hop us forward. Feet on the outsides of the weights. Now before you just come up, I want you to get into position, right? Meaning, nice tight core, nice straight spine, and no back arch, no rounding forward. You're going to tighten the core, and then you're going to push up through your heels. And lower. We're going to come back into a plank. And forward. And up. I'm going to go for 10, so that's 2. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. I want you to go at your own pace and that you're maintaining form. You should feel this in your core, your legs, your glutes, your arms a little bit. Not your knees, not your low back. Here we go. Side those legs to the side. We've got some push-ups. Side plank burpees coming. So these are gonna look like this. Come out, push up, side plank, burpee, plank, push up, opposite arm, burpee. Okay? Again, take your time before you pop it up. Make sure your legs are straight so you don't want to land all crazy and then jump up like this. Get your form and do your best. Quality over quantity here. All right, here we go. Push up, side plank, burpee, push up, opposite side plank, up. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Let's do one more. 8. I'm checking my time here. 30 minutes in. Grab those weights. Sumo burpees. Let's go. One more. One more. Damn, that's hard. All right, guys. We're gonna do one more set, sumo burpees. We're gonna go chest to floor burpees until failure. So we've got 10 more sumo burpees. And then we're just gonna give it our all. Here we go. Two. Three. Four. Five. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. I'm going 2 more. 11. 12. Get those weights out of the way. So chest to floor burpees are here in the lower slow. And then you're gonna cobra up. And then you're gonna hop forward. Pop it up. All right. We're going until failure here with right form. Let's do it. Catch your breath. Get some water. We're gonna do a foam roll. Cool down and stretch. All right. So we're gonna start on the calves. pressure. Cross one leg over and focus on one leg at a time. Also try and roll the leg so you're getting the lateral thigh, the lateral calf I mean, and then we're going to roll it in so we're getting the medial calf. If you find a spot that's tender, you're going to pause on it and you're going to count to 20. That's going to release and relax that muscle. We're going to switch legs here. If you're still doing 2 legs at a time, that's fine. Just remember to pause when you get to that tender spot. If you don't have a foam roller, just do a stretch here and a cool down. Think about getting one. They are life-changing. They will make all of your aches and pains go away. Alright, we're going to come on up to the hamstrings. Same idea here. You feel a tender spot, pause on it for 20 to 30 seconds. My hamstrings seem pretty good, so I'm going to go on to my quads. If you're still on your hamstrings, just pause or catch up. Don't rush this part. This is even more beneficial than the workout itself. So I'm on both quads here. If you need a little bit more pressure, you can slide the foam roller over and just get one quad muscle on there. And again, if you find any spots, just pause on them. Let them release. Moving over to the other side. Alright guys, we're going to switch it up to the hip flexor here. So we're going to work on the TFL, which is also called your pocket muscle. So if you were going to put your hands in your pockets, it's going to be right there. So try to adjust the foam roller on that spot, avoiding your hip bone, trying to target that muscle. And from there, we're going to roll onto our side, and we're going to foam roll all the way down the outside of that thigh muscle, right above the kneecap, up to the hip, back down, above the knee. This is a ITB band. It gets super tight. It attaches to some of the knee, the muscles, ligaments behind the knee. So a lot of times if this is being pulled, it's going to pull on the kneecap, and also it attaches into some of the lower leg muscles, throwing everything out of whack. So this is so important. I'm going to switch my hip flexors here. And you have to promise me one thing. If this is a little bit painful or uncomfortable, you're not going to give up on it. That just means your muscles are super tight. If you get a white foam roller, they're a little bit softer, so they won't put as much pressure on the muscles. And that's a great place to start. But don't just not do it because it doesn't feel right. Over time, I promise you, as these muscles relax, it will get easier, as will everything else in your life that you do when you start to correct all of these muscle imbalances and get rid of these knots. All right, I'm gonna switch it onto my piriformis muscle. So this is a horizontal muscle that is in your glute. A lot of times if you have any cramps going on, this is the muscle that takes over. So by letting the muscle relax and activating the gluteus medius and maximus, you will notice a lot more progress with your exercise routines and a lot less cramping and pain and soreness. And tilt it over to the side. Find your tight spot. Just pause there. All right. Now I'm going to put my foam roller vertical, and I'm going to rest my spine on it. So I'm going to come down as low as I can, so that my head can also rest on the top of the foam roller. And I'm going to just kind of go back and forth on my spine here, on the outsides of my spine. And we're going to get the upper back. So now we're going to have the foam roller come this way again. We're going to rest our upper back on it. Rest the head in the hands. Push up in the heels. And then roll that back. Feel any knots? Pause on those knots. Let them release. And now we're going to do our left. So I'm going to bring one arm up here on my side. The foam roller is kind of like right on the back side of my armpit. And I'm going to shift this. It's about an inch to a 2-inch area that we're targeting here. So it's a very small movement. And you can kind of roll, angle yourself up and down, just trying to pinpoint any tender areas there. Switching arms when you're ready. Alright guys, great job. I hope you enjoyed the workout today, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thank you.